Welcome to the FanCASTic 4 podcast. We're here to talk about all things related to Marvel Studios and many other things as well. This is our third podcast. Thanks for joining us. I hope you've heard the first two. This time we're going to be talking about Age of Ultron instead of our regularly scheduled Daredevil.
Is it our third podcast or is it a third episode?
Third episode.
Yeah, you're right.
Podcast episode.
Third podcast episode.
Third failed podcast we've tried. So
this podcast is going to be all about Age of Ultron every episode.
Every episode of Age of Ultron.
Why don't we introduce everybody?
Sure.
all right.
I'm Bateman, I guess.
I'm
Drew.
okay.
Fucking
We're
go.
the worst people. Never doing a morning episode again. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Drew. Josh, did you introduce yourself?
Nope, I'm Josh.
Okay. This is Thanos Watch 2015 actually. We've been on the watch for Thanos and we finally saw him. He was out there. He's put on a glove now and we're going to find him.
That's really the only plot point from the movie that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Just the next movies.
Well, what's going on with you guys? Anything new and exciting in your lives?
Well, some of us enjoyed Free Comic Book Day yesterday. I know Josh and I did.
Heck yeah.
I volunteered there at the local comic book shop for a little while. That was fun.
Also, you did it on your birthday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday, too.
He's 45 years old now.
45 years old, yeah. No, I'm not really 45.
44.
What'd you pick up at the comic shop, Dustin?
I actually never grabbed my free ones.
You dingus.
So you're an idiot.
No, I did get some. Some people came in that weren't really that interested in comics. They just kind of came to see me, so I told them which ones to snag. It was just super busy all day, so I didn't want to get in front of the waiting people. There was a line out the door all for hours. It was crazy. I've never seen that comic book shop that busy. But Free Comic Book Day right after Avengers Age of Ultron drops. So.
Yeah, and Daredevil. A lot of people are interested in that. I'm surprised they didn't. They didn't have it at the shop that I went to. Was there a Daredevil trade that was for free?
No. Vintage Phoenix here is really good. It had I was actually standing in the Marvel section guiding the line, so I got to look at a lot of stuff. But yeah, they had Yellow, Man Without Fear, and Born Again for Daredevil. They had
a whole comic devoted to a Coldplay song.
Yes, it's great. Then they had the Oath from Doctor Strange. Like, they had Phase 3 ready to go for people. They had a Black Panther one that included Black Panther's first appearance in an old Fantastic Four issue.
But nothing for free.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you're talking about free ones.
I was expecting
Marvel.
Bad. I was expecting Marvel to be like, hey, let's plant the seeds on Free Comic Book Day about all the shit we got coming out.
I mean, they do have a pretty solid Daredevil run going on right now with Mark Waid, but really, the two things I saw from Marvel for Free Comic Book Day was the little introduction in the Secret War that's gonna.
Yeah, and then the new Avengers.
Yeah, the all new, all different Avengers with Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and
Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and lots of cool stuff.
It was interesting. Falcon as Cap.
Did you buy anything while you were there, or just?
I was going to, but I knew I was going to be blowing a lot of money later. Since it was my birthday, so I chose not to. They did have some really good deals going on. I was going to pick up Man Without Fear because
I almost did the same thing.
Really?
I also almost picked up the Kevin Smith run because that was supposed to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what that was called, but what I did pick up was Deadpool and Cable Volume 1.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh man, it's great. I've read the first 8 trades in it. It's really good. And
eight volumes, or are you talking about the first 8 issues?
The first 8 issues. My bad. My bad on the terminology there. The first 8 issues, yeah.
First, the podcast thing. Do you know what, quantities of things are?
Only for television. Comic books, no. So I picked that up and got, the free stuff. I got the new Avengers and the Secret War Volume 0, and also picked up a Bob's Burger.
Issue 0.
What did I say?
Volume.
Whatever, yeah. My bad.
Goodness
It's never doing a morning podcast again.
No.
And I picked up the free issue of the Bob's Burgers comic, which was
I did read that.
It was really funny.
Horse Tina.
Horse Tina, yeah.
It was funny.
Good stuff. So that's how I celebrated. What about you, Drew? What'd you do?
Oh, I didn't do much. I didn't care. I didn't do anything for free comic book.
Care about it.
I didn't. Yeah. Someone said something about free comic book day,
It's
and I
probably
said
me.
it's nice for people who want free comic books. But I only like to pay for my things. I'm not a charity case.
I don't need your charity.
Yeah.
Marvel.
My dad's not a phone. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah, so we all saw Avengers: Age of Ultron. Josh and I got to see it together.
Yeah,
nice
and
little
managed
double
to
date
spoil
plus
it
his
and
girlfriend.
within
Okay, that wasn't me.
5 minutes
That
of
was
it ending.
That was another
me.
person that's not with
Yeah,
us on the podcast.
we would never do that. What about you, babe? Anything
yeah.
interesting going on with you?
No. I
Nothing
saw
at all.
Avengers on Thursday, and then I just basically sat here until now, just waiting.
Bateman lives for this podcast. He's just waiting for it.
He's so ready.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, I say we should let's jump into Avengers. It was a fun movie. Drew, why don't you give us a little synopsis of what we all have already seen?
Yeah, so basically it starts with the Avengers looking for, what is that thing? The little stick.
The scepter, Loki's scepter.
Yeah.
Which,
They're looking for that stick, and they're fighting off all these dudes. They get the stick, and then they find out that the power inside the stick is a brain or something.
It's a brain.
And
Mind Stone.
And so they're like, we need to be ready for when aliens come back, because something happens where Robert Downey Jr. is pretty worried about that. He doesn't like aliens that much, and so
he doesn't like aliens. The whole Battle of New York thing really shook him up.
Yeah, and so he starts to try to use that brain inside the thing to create a project that will help defend the world.
He's trying to create artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and then he does that, but unfortunately, it's too much for Jarvis to handle. Jarvis is also a computer program. And so the brain inside of the rod takes over.
Can I take over on this?
No, I got
Okay.
it. It takes over, and it starts making like all these robots that Tony Stark have evil. And it's Ultron. And he comes out, and it's James Spader, and he gets like a speech.
Phenomenal job.
Yeah. And then they're all like, "Well, this is probably not good. What the hell did you do, Robert Downey Jr.?" And he's like, "I don't know. I didn't do much, but I did what I had to. It's all about doing what you have to do."
Save the world.
Then Ultron begins building a bunch of robots and starts causing problems, and that's pretty much what happens. And then he tries to end humanity for the sake of humanity. Because if they don't evolve, they should die.
The same pretty much every android with artificial intelligence.
And in the end, there's a purple guy putting on a glove.
Big purple guy putting on a glove.
I'll do it myself this time. I mean, other stuff happens. Like they make a person.
You did miss a very big part of why Tony Stark creates or tries creating Ultron.
Yeah, to stop the space guys.
Well, yeah, but he also the vision that he saw with their first encounter with the twins.
Yeah, I said it's because he saw something. He was worried about the space guys.
I'm sorry, I didn't pick up on your vagueness.
Because the witch girl, the girl that has well, I didn't really mention her, but there's a girl with Scarlet Witch and a fast guy named Quicksilver, and they kind of fight the Avengers at the beginning, and the way that the Scarlet Witch can like beat people is by like basically getting into their minds and like using their minds against them, and she plants an image of all the Avengers dying because of Tony Stark, which almost ends up happening anyways. So I mean, good vision. That's
just wait until
I really think that Avengers works on like a Terminator-esque timeline where things will happen no matter.
Yeah, I thought it. Glossing over some of the major key plot points, such as the fact that they have to go to Wakanda to get some vibranium.
They don't go to Wakanda to get vibranium, so
Ultron does.
No, he doesn't. He gets it from the guy that got out of Wakanda with it. See, you guys didn't even watch the damn movie. So, yeah, trying to tell me.
Well, they mentioned.
Let's just
Wakanda,
talk about
at
one of
least.
those major plot points that didn't happen in the movie. Let's just keep doing that.
Well, anyway, they did mention Wakanda.
Yeah,
they
so they have to
mentioned
get the
the name
vibranium.
Wakanda. That doesn't mean they went there.
That's fine.
You just assume that every place in Africa is the same? You think that...
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, they did mention Wakanda, and that was a fun little nod to Black Panther, which is coming up. One thing I want to point out that I've already pointed out to Josh several times, I did not think it was a great standalone movie.
I'd agree with that. But I was kind of
I don't agree with that. I thought it was a great standalone movie.
I
did?
think
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even know if like these team up movies. Like while I was watching, I was like, "How am I supposed to judge this now?" Because I enjoyed it a lot. It was very fun, but I was kind of like, "There's so much going on. It has to keep such a pace.
Mm-hmm.
It has to gloss over some things, but it's okay because you're just on board with it." But you know, like the Thor thing. Apparently, there was a 3.5-hour cut of this movie, and Thor's plot line was one of the major victims of that cut, which is why it just goes to a magic cave without mentioning a magic cave before. But I mean, I still enjoyed it. But yeah,
I guess I think a lot of it has to do with like how much you're willing to believe that this is a comic book movie. Because I was like, yeah, Magic Cave, whatever. They're everywhere.
Right?
It's fine. I see no problem with it.
There's a guy with a flying hammer, so
Yeah, like
why
whatever.
can he not go to a magic cave?
Yeah, I mean,
I did enjoy them like trying to just like hand wave it, like with like the Skarsgård's like one line where he's like, "This magic cave, oh, you don't. People go in the magic cave water. They got a rough time ahead of them." Like
This is Thor we're
okay.
talking about.
How did Skarsgård know about the Magic Cave?
He's I don't really know.
He's a
I forget, isn't he a
historian, like-
physicist? But now he's like a.
I mean, but then if
historian.
so he's a historian. He was with Nicolas Cage, and they found a magic cave because it's the Constitution.
I missed
Yeah.
this part of the movie. This must
Yeah,
have been the director's cut.
That's what he says. There's a map to a magic cave on the back of the U.S. Constitution, and then Thor is like, "Are you sure?
That's why Loki was attacking New York.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Mr. National Treasure?" And he's like, "Yeah."
We'll need it by May 1st, 2015.
And so that hour and a half cut that they made is just like it's really just a National Treasure movie where Thor is like accompanying them, and he's the Quip Man. They get rid of the other Quip Man. They make Thor the Quip Man.
Maybe we'll get a spin-off, and that'll be the movie we get.
It's a spin-off is just a movie attached to another movie that explains things that happened in the first movie.
in the previous movie.
Yeah.
And if
I
that
feel like movies are heading that way though, where it's like that is a new type of movie.
I mean,
like a some sort of sequel that just is meant to only explain confusing parts.
I don't
of the
know
other movie.
how much of the Fast and the Furious you guys have seen, but it does that
I've
a
seen
lot.
all of the Fast and the Furious.
So you know what I'm talking about? How some of the the timeline of the movies isn't just a straightforward timeline. Like some
yeah,
of the,
but the thing is that those things were written in. It wasn't confusing why, spoiler alert, Han dies.
oh yeah,
It wasn't confusing when you watch Tokyo Drift and you're like, how did he get here? How did this happen to him?
yeah.
You just watch it and you're like, oh, a car hits him because he drove through traffic. It's not
But
like...
then you find out that it was actually
Yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ.
Next
it's
time on
not...
the Fast and Furious podcast.
I would love to do a Fast and Furious podcast.
I've seen 7 twice now.
Jeez.
Really? It's pretty good. So
Yeah, I liked it.
I'll have to check it out. Then.
One of those things, Josh. You just have to.
See to believe?
Just gotta buy
anyways.
into it. Just gotta buy into it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had to watch Vin Diesel jump a building jump a
He-
car.
he's the Hulk, and then a car follows him and chases him down. Fast and Furious. And
So yeah,
anyways,
I think we covered pretty much the major plot points.
Of
What
Fast and
about
Furious? I think so too.
maybe okay. Ultron also, it's like his big idea is to get rid of all of mankind, pretty much, because he says, like, the only way there's going to be peace is if people that make war don't exist, pretty much.
Which means all people.
Yeah. And so his plan is, so the way he does it is to try to make, like, a meteor to kill off everyone, which is kind of neat. I kind of enjoyed that part.
I want to point out when one of the best characters in the movie was created, Vision.
Yeah, that was kind of a big deal.
We didn't say that much about that.
Yeah, no, well, when Vision was created, Josh, did you read the series with Ultron? Yeah, that was the Phalanx.
Yeah, I read.
I thought it was interesting. They always have him going for a humanish body because he went for Adam Warlock and Phalanx.
Yeah, he was trying to take Adam Warlock's body, and was that what it was called, Phalanx?
Who was trying to take Adam Warlock's body? You're just saying he.
Ultron.
The Phalanx was it wasn't the name of the series. It was
it's the name of a formation used by Greek hoplites.
It was pretty much what Ultron was known as. Shit
today's podcast.
Yeah, very informative. It was the Phalanx was the like machine intelligence.
Yeah. That Ultron was
controlling. Yeah. I don't remember what that series was called. It was after.
Was that Annihilation Conquest?
Yeah, that's what it was. It's after Annihilation Wars. It's Annihilation Conquest.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. So I thought that was cool, too, because in the movie, he tries to get Helen Cho, the super scientist that was introduced earlier. She healed up Hawkeye with her
a 3D printer that can make skin.
So she uses that to heal Hawkeye because he gets shot in the opening scene.
Who is one of the best characters in that movie.
Yeah, we'll get to there. We'll get to that right after this, I think. But yeah, so Ultron kidnaps her and uses some vibranium and the staff to juice up her machine so that it can create an entire person, sort of. I mean, it's not a human, but this creature that Ultron's going to try to inhibit, like put his brain into, so that he can evolve. But the Avengers stop all that, and then
why didn't he just build a body out of vibranium?
He did, right? That was his second form. Remember?
Wasn't vibranium supposed to be in that body too? It was bonded with the flesh.
But the thing is like, I mean, I just think a body just completely made out of vibranium would be better than flesh with vibranium. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What is Wolverine? Adamantium? Is that stronger than vibranium or weaker?
Probably.
I believe when Wolverine tries to claw through Captain America's shield, it just glances off, so they're as strong as each other. I believe.
I don't think so. I think one needs to be stronger than the other one. I think Captain America's shield probably...
Well, I mean, I guess you can talk to the writers of Marvel about that, but that's what happened.
I mean, that shield withstands blows from Thor's hammer.
Yeah, Asgardian steel. Kind of a big deal, too. But yeah, he tries to put his own consciousness into that body, and then it gets stopped. And
the Mind Stone shows up, and we were right. There was a Infinity Stone in that scepter all along.
Yeah, and they put
You were right?
I was.
I don't know that I was. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I didn't know what an Infinity Stone was.
I know you don't, Drew. That's fine. That's what
we're here for. Yeah.
This whole podcast is actually to teach Drew about the comics.
It was his idea. He's like, we need help.
Yeah, this stuff is pretty confusing. I don't know what's going on. So
there is a lot of it, especially if you try to follow the comics and stuff. There's an infinite amount of comic books.
Well, you know what? I'm not. I'm just trying to follow the movies, and they're hard enough as it is. I mean, they don't explain who this purple guy is. They just show him putting on the Thriller glove and going, I'll do this now.
If you'll recall, that would be Thanos from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And the first Avengers?
Yeah.
Did he say, hello, my name is Thanos?
They talked about him almost the entire movie.
I remember. I think he did say that.
In fact, he had a whole scene where he bitched out Ronan.
I mean, I guess...
They mentioned several times how Gamora and Nebula were his daughters.
You know my favorite part of all Marvel movies is when the first time you see a character, they say, hello, my name is Iron Man, or hello, my name is Thor.
Yeah. Well, Iron Man actually does say, I am Iron Man.
That's true.
Very first movie, we learned right away, hey, that guy must be Iron Man.
That guy.
We didn't know. But
I mean, it's just
sure
like
now.
Daredevil, because you don't really know who Daredevil is, because you never see him in the flesh. Just like I didn't know who Iron Man was,
We
because
established it's foggy, though.
It's
Yeah.
foggy, yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't know who Iron Man was, because, I mean, I never saw his face until
He's
the
always
second
got that
movie in the
mask.
suit. Yeah, he's always got that little hat on, and I don't know if that's him in there or not. They cut to Tony Stark doing something. His close up on his face inside of a suit of some sort, but I'm not sure if he's in that suit.
He's just in a dark room.
Yeah, he's in a darker room and talking to Jarvis. Watching things that are happening out of another person's suit. Anyways.
So,
okay.
Also, since we were on Vision for a moment there before we started talking about Purple Man, David Tennant picking up the Infinity Glove.
Okay, that was not Purple Man, David Tennant. That was Thanos. Completely different, also purple guy. We'll call him the Indigo Gentleman.
The Indigo Gentleman?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to prevent confusion.
Well,
Okay.
Indigo's blue, so...
He's
purple.
pretty purple. He's pretty fucking purple.
The Violet Comrade.
The
Okay,
Violet.
there
There we go. I like
The
that.
Violet Victor. I don't know.
No.
Whatever.
No.
But yeah, let's talk about Vision for a moment. He did one thing that Josh got extremely excited about while watching the movie.
I was giddy as a schoolgirl.
You sure were.
He made a cape out of his back. Is that what happened?
Oh, man.
that's what it was. No, it was obviously Drew when he picks up the hammer and hands it to Thor.
Man, he picked up the hammer.
Without a second thought, just here you go, let's go.
I thought that was dumb.
cool.
What? Really?
Yeah.
He's got the Mind Stone, man.
Well, let me tell you, it
and
was
he
dumb.
and he's
It was
worthy.
So cool.
Vision is worthy.
Totally worthy.
He's worthy of becoming the king of Asgard or whatever. Is that what the point? What's the point of that hammer?
Whoever's
Isn't Captain America not worthy? He's like the nicest guy ever. Why is he not worthy?
He's still human, basically. He's still prone to make lapses in judgment, whereas an Asgardian or
Pretty sure Vision had a serious lapse in judgment a lot when he
did
chose
that?
that outfit. That's what I was saying. So,
well,
fashion
it's not
police
like
didn't get in there.
whoever may be so fashionable may lift the hammer of Thor. There's a lot more to it than that. That's not one of the
Well,
criteria.
Well,
I felt pretty much the same way about it that Cap and Iron Man did at the end, where I was like, he doesn't even fucking count. He's basically a machine. But, I mean,
he's an android.
It was like, at the time, like, when he did it, I was like, oh. But then I was also like, well, I don't know.
He's an android that is wielding the Mind Stone. So
Well,
Yeah, I don't think
care.
Android
Put a
really
mind
does
show on a boot. It's not gonna. That's a person now. I don't know. I'm not like.
I'm just
fight
saying.
about it.
Yeah, no. I agree with you. It shouldn't really count in that way. But
Like
I'm saying like how much
I don't
power
know.
he's got back.
It's nice. I do. All I'm saying is, if he shot electricity out of the thing or something, then I'd believe he was worthy. Right now, I just believe that the damn.
That it's a loophole.
Yeah. He's like, here
I do
you go.
love the elevator comment.
yeah.
That was genius.
Yeah, the jokes at the end about if you put the hammer in the elevator, would it go up? Man, that's funny.
And then another thing with Vision that I want to discuss is it's kind of a sad moment. It's when Quicksilver takes one for the team.
Mm.
And
What does that have to do with Vision?
I'm getting to it because when that's happening, Vision comes to the rescue and saves Scarlet Witch, which I was very happy to see because some of us may know that in the comic books, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver end up getting married.
No, Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Did I say Quicksilver?
You say Quicksilver.
Yeah,
I
that
was
would
like,
be
so there's
an
incest.
My bad. I meant Vision. Yes, Vision.
I mean, those kids would be fucked up already, right? Because
Right.
two crazy powerful mutants. Imagine if we had some incestuous
They would just have a normal kid. Wasn't the only reason they had powers in the movie.
They're not mutants or inhumans. They're not inhumans like I thought they were going to be. They were genetic.
Oh, that's true.
experiments.
They're enhanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be passed down though. Who knows?
No,
I don't.
No, it couldn't.
I mean, genetically modified.
If
Things
I
can be
okay,
passed
so
down.
you're,
Probably
so,
both sterile.
so if a person
Yeah,
that had their
you're right about
legs
that.
cut off and then they had him replaced with those metal legs is not going to give birth to a kid with metal.
That's not genetic modification.
I mean, it's modification of some sort.
That's true.
Good point.
Okay. I'll do you one. Say someone had a heart transplant, then they had a kid. That person
That's still
does
not
look.
That's still not genetic.
It's body. It's part of. It's kind of in their.
You're not
genetics
changing
now.
their genes.
No,
So if you get a fresh pair of jeans, did your kid
Right?
just get that?
Then we'll talk.
you can't change somebody's genes after they've been born. They were just given
Drew,
powers. Yes.
You have not seen very many Marvel things, have you? This is commonplace.
I've seen
man.
every Marvel thing actually.
It's like, I mean,
and it's not commonplace. There's no one's genes are modified.
Deadpool. The Inhumans when they ingest the Terrigen Mist.
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Deadpool wasn't
Is
born
he
with
in?
any
Is he in the
powers.
Marvel movies? Is he in the Marvel movies?
He is in a Fox Marvel movie.
I thought you said those don't
They
count.
ruined him. Well, we're just saying.
You said,
this kind of
well,
stuff
what the
happens
hell
in
are
a
we
lot
even discussing then? Why are we even doing this podcast?
No holds barred. Completely off the rails.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, you were talking about Fast and the Furious. I think we can mention another Marvel character.
I wasn't saying that we should take things from the Fast and Furious universe and apply them to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I think that would make more sense.
But they're very.
But what a great crossover that would be.
It would
that would be a great crossover. I bet you 10-1 The Rock would still kill Thor.
Oh yeah,
I know.
that man drives an ambulance off of a bridge onto a fucking drone and then rips the machine gun out of the drone to shoot down a helicopter.
What the fuck?
This is after he flexes out of a cast.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It is the best thing.
Wait,
ever.
are we talking about a superhero movie, right?
No, this is Fast and Furious 7.
Which are slowly becoming superhero movies.
They are. They are. It is great.
Okay, anyways. It's sad Quicksilver dies. Vision and Scarlet Witch will get married. Though it doesn't make much sense to me because I think she's got the hots for someone else, not Vision.
you don't want to betray her confidence.
No, Hawkeye, but you can't.
He just gave her the speech she needed.
That's team leader material, not fuck buddy.
Can we talk about Hawkeye in this movie?
I think we should.
I loved Hawkeye in this movie.
He's a real family man.
He is a real family man. That shocked me.
Yeah, it came out of left field.
And also his wife in the movie, Freaks and Geeks, Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, Linda Cardellini. Great.
But yeah, no, they really did a good job focusing on Hawkeye and Black Widow, the two more human.
The most regular.
Yeah, just
the least empowered. Which is good. Because, I mean,
I kind of wanted more Thor in this one just because I feel in Avengers 1 Thor, it was like Thor and Hawkeye got the two least type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in one, Thor is connected to Loki, and they like talked about some stuff, but mostly just stands there as everyone else has important conversations around him. And I was kind of bummed out when he left the farm because I was like, I want to see him hang out and like just kind of just sort his stuff out. I thought that was what his problem was like the same as everyone else. Like, I had visions, I need to deal with my inner turmoil, but he was like, I have no inner turmoil. I actually have to go do a thing, like, physically right now.
Off of what you just said, Josh pointed out something the other day about that in Thor. Do you remember, Josh?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. The fact that they actually show – this is the first time they've actually shown Thor as being, like, wise and being smart. He was – in the past he's been kind of an oaf, you know what I mean? He's oafish and really he's always struggling with his hubris, but in this one it was like – oh wait, no, something was wrong about this vision that she put in my head. I need to go figure this out. And he does. He goes and figures it out. And because, he was smart or wise enough to look deeper into this shit, he was able to show up when they were making Vision, who the machine lost power because half of the Avengers were trying to stop it from happening because they didn't trust Tony. So they got in a fight and it cut off the power to making Vision. So Thor shows up and supercharges it with his electricity, which gives it enough power to finish making vision. And so I thought that was great because Thor is pretty smart. He's no Tony Stark, but he's clever in his own way and he's wise. And I thought it was great to give Thor, to show that side of Thor because he's shown it's
He's lived a long time. He should be well wise.
He knows some shit. I mean, he's very cocky and oafish, but he's a smart guy. And I'm glad that they got to show that wisdom, that ancient Asgardian wisdom, like having the forethought to do something like that and trust your instincts and trust, go into a magic cave to explore your dream.
Yeah, real smart.
The old magic cave.
The old magic cave routine.
What did you guys think of? A pleasant surprise to me was how much War Machine got to do. Really.
I was really excited about that.
I like that he got to just hang out with the team at the after party, and then he got to come. I wanted Falcon to show up too.
He did.
He was at the after party.
Yeah, but he didn't show up to the
the fight.
Oh, the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I was just telling Bateman about this. It's like the fight was in the air. I mean, it's kind of Falcon's thing.
His
It's
domain.
just being able to fly.
He's kind of out of his league, though, honestly.
Yeah.
Everybody says that. I mean, he has something that's enhancing him. What does Black Widow have that he doesn't have?
She's just...
Well, I agree. As far as that, she's just way better at what she does than Falcon is.
Falcon probably will also cause cause a bunch of attention to himself, flying around, unlike Black Widow. And we all saw what happened when Falcon goes up against anyone tough. Winter Soldier ripped his ass out of the sky in seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's...
And just imagine him going up against Ultron.
Why would he fight against Ultron? Why wouldn't he just fight and help people move and stuff?
I guess he could have.
And he could still go and punch a robot. I mean, it seemed like that was a pretty effective strategy. Everybody was punching robots.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. He could have at least helped with the rescue mission, but he was there, wasn't he? I thought he was there. I don't remember.
He wasn't there when the city was off the ground and they're about to just drop it.
He wasn't on one of the helicarriers?
I don't believe so. But
he was one of the guys driving one of the little rescue boats. They didn't show.
They just didn't show. He was there though, guys. He was there. Falcon wouldn't miss out on that. I will say I did love at the end though when they assembled the new team.
Yeah, and apparently he's good enough to make the new team of Avengers that has people with telekinetic, but they can't show up and fight a robot with his punches, and just give him a gun. Let him fly around and have a gun in his hands.
Well, he's going to get some training now. They've got the new Avengers headquarters. He's going to get his training in with the rest of the team. Sad to see no Quicksilver, but
I understand that War Machine wasn't an Avenger, but I still think they probably could have used him more. I like that he did so much in that last little fight.
Yeah,
but then they're he's help with the rescue. It's he's not. What's he gonna? Is he just directing traffic? Is that what they ended up having War Machine do? I mean, he seemed like he was pretty effective. He was killing a lot of those things. Don't you think they should send him to help guard that? Whatever they were trying to guard at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's also it's a movie. I just kind of
you gotta get the team together.
You gotta buy into it. That's part of it.
And one way to look at it, why Rhodey may not be around nearly as much as everyone else, he is a pretty highly ranked officer in the Air Force. So he's got his own thing going on with the U.S. government. The Avengers are just hell. One's not even from this planet.
Yeah, but they were still saying that, when they went to take over Cracovia or whatever it was, and they were fighting to find the Hydra bases. Mm-hmm. They were the U.S. government has sent their mutants or whatever. They're crazy. They're circus freaks. They said that the U.S. government has sent their circus freaks. So clearly they're under some kind of U.S. thing.
Well, it's S.H.I.E.L.D.
They're not at all.
They're doing.
They're not. S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't exist. That was the big thing, right?
They're not S.H.I.E.L.D. agents either. I mean,
yeah.
So they're just going around.
Tony pays for it all instead of the taxpayers. Thank God.
No, that was just propaganda from that guy. He was just giving these people something to fight against.
I have to believe everything that's said.
Even by the villains of the movie.
They seem to know more than anybody. Ultron
you
seems to know a lot of
definitely believe that Thanos will do it himself.
Oh man. Yeah, let's. Okay, I think is there anything else we need to talk about in the
I'm
movie?
sure there's a lot. We barely talked about the twins. I mean, we kind of did a little bit.
Well, how about it? Go ahead.
Oh no, I guess we did talk about changing their jeans.
We talked about all that good stuff.
What they got in them jeans?
Yeah, they got new jeans.
Any other highlights?
These sweatpants aren't very nice. We should get some new jeans, huh?
New jeans.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to go ahead and talk about the Thanos scene, let's just go ahead and talk about the Thanos scene. We got plenty of time to talk about whatever.
Talk about the Thanos scene. I'll talk about the Thanos scene.
Thing
go ahead.
So the last time we saw the glove thing was in like Thor 1 in that hallway in Asgard, and that kind of looked like the same. Yeah, it was like the same place they had the. I don't remember what the MacGuffin was or whatever in Thor.
MacGuffin.
It's a film term. It's a thing that just drives the movie along.
Wasn't there something? There was some artifact or something like.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the Tesseract?
That's every single Marvel movie has a MacGuffin. I feel.
I've just never heard that term.
They like had it at the end of the hallway and like
stop them from having
it. References or whatever on either side, like things for people to be like, oh, there's that thing, and one of them was a gold glove. And it kind of looked like that same hallway from the... So, anyway, spoiler alert for Thor 2, Loki is king of Asgard now. So you think that was Thanos in Asgard?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so he could have gotten the glove from Asgard.
Mm-hmm.
So he...
And that's going to be talked about in
Loki
Thor 3.
most definitely wants on Thanos' good side after his debacle in the first Avengers.
Yeah,
definitely.
Unless it was all that one like fan theory that the whole Avengers 1 thing was just a plan to get him back into Asgard to become king of Asgard in some way.
Which I mean, that could be a thing. Thanos is very good. Yeah, he's very good at what he does.
On that train of thought, but that's a thought.
I like it.
Is a train out there.
I like it.
There's in the movie one of the complaints that I've heard about about Age of Ultron is that they spend so much time setting up everything else that they can't focus on what's actually happening in the movie because it's all about, hey, there's all these movies coming out and we have to kind of sow this.
I didn't really feel. See, I didn't feel it was doing that at all. I didn't like as someone who doesn't really
with Thor.
I didn't really. Maybe with Thor, but maybe it wouldn't have felt that way if we got more of Thor in the movie. So.
I don't necessarily feel that way either, but it is a complaint that I've heard.
Well, thank you for stating it. What do you? What other complaints have you heard?
I only think that's because I think they did a really bad job of announcing all of the other movies before Age of Ultron, because now everyone's looking for those little hints that they're going to put in there, and everyone kind of knows what to expect.
It's like
in the past, like when at the end of Avengers, Thanos appears and everyone's like, "Holy shit, what's happening?" And at the end of the first Iron Man, we see Nick Fury come out, and everyone's like, "Holy shit!" But now there wasn't really that. Like, we saw Thanos, but we've seen Thanos before. We knew Infinity War was coming, so seeing the Gauntlet's just like, all right, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's much less exciting because we know what's coming up.
Yeah, and I wish they would have waited until at least after Age of Ultron to announce like Infinity War or Civil War or any of that. And especially if they hadn't announced Black Panther yet with the Wakanda drop.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're Marvel; they know what they're doing, I guess.
Well,
we'll see. We've got another movie just around the bend too.
Yep,
we'll see how
July 17th.
Which movie is that?
Ant-Man.
Oh, about Ant-Man though. That's the thing about Ant-Man. Yeah, so is all of this going on while Ant-Man is going on?
It's not clear yet. We don't really know the timeline until we see the movie.
Yeah.
It's not made clear in any of the trailers or anything.
I hope it's after, because I'm just waiting for... I feel like...
Now that there's a new ocean...
Yeah, everything that came out after Avengers 1 is like, man, Avengers 1 happened, and that was fucked up. And
Well, Ant-Man's also technically supposed to be like the end of Phase 2, not the Avengers.
Oh yeah, so we can, just because of what they've said about the movie, then yeah, I guess it's safe to assume that it's after.
But I could see, I don't know, maybe Ant-Man being like one of the final straws towards Civil War.
Yeah, I think I don't know where I heard this from, but I think Ant-Man is supposed to be a big lead-in to Civil War somehow, even though I can think of no way that it would.
Just
like
another super scientist making another super suit.
Oh yeah,
people are starting to,
That's the real. Like, you don't need to register heroes in MCU. You need to register these freaking loose cannon scientists, making iron suits and
artificial intelligence,
like electrical whips, like
by
one
the way,
guy in Iron Man 2.
Whiplash.
We forgot Whiplash. God, I love Mickey Rourke, but I did not like Whiplash that much.
I loved him. I thought he was bad.
Really? You did?
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's mostly just because that race car scene was so dope.
The race car scene was pretty cool, but I don't know. I felt Iron Man 2 was the weakest of the 3 Iron Man movies.
Huh.
It's grown on me over time.
Yeah, like I
like nice stuff with his dad, and like,
I like all the things it does. Like, it points out Tony Stark's alcoholism, which was a big part in the comics. I actually have a nice little trait of.
Are we discussing Iron Man 2 now?
A little bit.
Right,
we're just discussing
Welcome back, Drew.
the characters.
What? Oh.
Oh shit! Podcast. That's right. Oh man.
But yeah, I like some of the things it does, but overall,
what's that run called, Dustin? Where
Demon in a Bottle.
That's what.
That's at least the trait I have.
Yeah.
Nemora's in it.
Oh.
Like that Christina Aguilera song.
I'm a demon in a bottle. You
Rub me the right way.
All right.
Yeah, I also liked, back to Age of Ultron, I liked that they started, we mentioned it briefly, but that they focused a lot more on Black Widow and talking about her past, because, I mean, maybe if you read specifically Black Widow comics, they do go into that. I have no information about what her background is.
Yeah,
I've never heard
they
of
can
any
make
of that.
up anything, and I would be like, sure, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, they painted a pretty fucked up picture.
Yeah.
Especially, like, they're like, oh, yeah, so I went through this stuff, and at the end of it, they sterilized me.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that's fucked
that
up.
was rough.
So was Bruce Banner talking about gene manipulation? Would his kid be a little tiny baby Hulk then?
Well, it was actually, I mean...
He might
in the
rip a girl in
comics-
half and go Hulk mode when he's getting there. Yeah.
Because that makes him angry for some reason?
I don't know, man.
That's what I was thinking because when they're having that talk, he's like, I cannot physically have kids. I was like, so are you, like, sterile from the radiation, or, like, will your Hulk dick, like, just destroy, or, like, what?
I don't know. The way he said do the math, because that's what he said. He said do the math. I think he was like, literally, my heart rate will get too high, and I'll get too excited, and I will turn into Hulk, and I will destroy your body. Like, I think that's what he meant. Like, he can't even have sex. I think that's what.
I thought the thing was you only turn the Hulk if he gets angry. I mean, you're telling me you're shooting guns at him and his heart rate isn't going up at all?
Well, it does. I mean, that's why he turns into Hulk a lot.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Like, there was things going on that were pretty bad, and he didn't just turn into Hulk. He was like, "Is it code green?"
He's pretty well trained at holding his.
So I'm pretty sure he could have a nice slow intercourse.
Not when it's been that long, man. You know, he's already over the curve. He can't come down from that.
Oh, okay. So why don't they do artificial insemination then?
Oh, that's not fun for anybody.
It could be. Well, it could also be the radiation as well. Like,
could be both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just because, like, I thought that was like when you guys were talking about like you can't have babies with mutants because they'll become out mutant babies or whatever. He's worried that his kid would have the same thing wrong with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the comics so that's how She-Hulk happens, is because she has a blood transfusion from him.
She-Hulk.
So I mean, yeah, it's clear that it's. I mean, it's.
So I didn't take it as he couldn't have kids or he couldn't even have sex. I thought it was just because like
It would be a Hulk kid.
it would be a Hulk kid, or it would be like, and he doesn't want to put somebody through a Hulk relationship. Like,
Yeah, I think all of the above. It would just.
but I mean, Hulk seems to know what's going. I mean, I don't know. It didn't. It
The
never.
Hulk
It
is
never
getting
really
smarter.
seems like the Hulk is really that bad of a guy. I mean,
He is getting smarter. I will. They're making him a smarter Hulk, and I like that. I like the smarter
Good,
Hulk.
yeah.
There's always a thing about Hulk that makes me uncomfortable. It's like Hulk's like fixation on attractive women. Like just the whole thing. I don't know.
Still-
Like
still
I'm not
weird, man.
calling. Like I get that he's like a big giant monster, but just the weird thing where it's always he has to be like ooh, and then he like calms down. It's like
Yeah.
all right, Hulk, we get it.
I
You
also think
fucking big
it's
creep.
a thing between him and Black Widow.
Yeah, it's not like he's like, oh, let me flip through this Maxim so I can revert back to Bruce Banner. Like,
he doesn't want to revert back, so why would he? He needs to bring hot women to him. So it just happens
Yeah, you
that,
gotta take one
it
too.
happens that there's only one woman on the team. So now there's two, I
course.
guess.
Oh my God! Can we just talk about Hulk flying a plane?
Well,
that
he
was
doesn't.
silly. I
He
was like,
very
well,
successfully.
That was my favorite Hulk moment.
Hulk knowing how to work a fucking Skype call or whatever.
Dude, in Planet Hulk, Hulk's pretty smart.
yeah, I mean, he's nowhere near Bruce Banner, but I mean, I would say he's just kind of
Like-
like your average dumb guy.
I don't even like. He leads a rebellion and gets a ship back to Earth and does all kinds of things.
That's true, yeah. So he's pretty damn smart. You're right. I forgot that he had to. He builds the damn ship, doesn't he?
I don't really remember. It's been a while. I mean, the planet blows up, so I'm not.
That's true. That's true.
Hell, he could just float
I
back
like to
to
see what
Earth.
happens with Hulk if he's going to be even mentioned in the next several movies. If he's going to be in them at all or what.
You gotta have Hulk and Thanos throw down.
I know, yeah, but I think that would be in part 4.
I could see
not even
Hulk.
come out
I
in
could
part
see
3.
Hulk not being a thing in Civil War.
Yeah, that would be too much.
They'll have to talk about him though. I
Yeah.
assume
Yeah.
because
I
he's
assume.
one of the like
I'm
anyone
sure-
who's like we need to do something about these freaking heroes. He's the main guy that you're like, look at Hulk. He's freaking destroying the city blocks at a time.
He's got murder warrants in 12 countries. Jeez.
Like, yeah, we save the world, but he fucking kills like 100 people every time he turns.
Guys, this is how Planet Hulk and World War Hulk happens in the comics, and it's great.
Yeah, but we're not going to get
No.
those movies.
We're not getting those.
Well,
the
have we
Illuminati.
discussed?
Huh?
I was just wondering if we discussed all we need to in Age of Ultron.
Oh, we never talked about never hit on the romantic subplot,
Which is between the Hulk and
the Hulk and Black Widow.
yeah,
And how I guess we kind of did. He left.
Yeah, we did.
He left. He flew a plane.
yeah. He decided he only knew how to fly a plane all of a sudden.
Right? Even though he just jumped.
Yeah.
Normally you just jump, but he was already in the plane.
Yeah.
Like,
But he
and
stole
he
a
wasn't
plane
very good
from
at.
him.
He clearly wasn't very good at flying it because he crashed it. So
yeah.
he wasn't.
let it
He wasn't
go.
like he sat down in the seat. He was just sitting in the plane. It wasn't. I mean, does that count as
Big-
flying a
He's
plane?
too big. He's too big to
Yeah,
sit in
Hulk
the
should have
seat.
like put on those like pilot ear things.
He would put on
He's,
a
like,
seatbelt.
checking his meter.
So, here's something that I hadn't thought of, like a fan theory. Do they specifically say what island that was where they crashed near?
He said he was near Fiji.
Near Fiji?
He
So
swam
they
to
did-
Fiji.
Yeah, he may have crashed and swam to Fiji. Okay, never mind. I was hoping that maybe he was going to the Savage Lands.
Oh no! Oh please, me and Bateman have been playing the Marvel game that's on Steam recently,
Which
and
one?
I'm all.
It's called Marvel Heroes 2015.
What's that like? I haven't heard about that.
It's like a bad Diablo. That's what it's like.
A bad
Oh,
Diablo.
I'm so into those though.
Yeah.
Like
So-
I could have a lot of fun with those.
But
Is it free?
it is
It
free.
is free.
Well, shit, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me. I could have been playing with you.
I might get
Well-
that. Damn it.
I mean, but you have to go to the Savage Lands in that game, and it's just the worst. Like,
Oh.
you need to get rid of the Savage Lands. There shouldn't be, like, I mean, I understand that Jurassic Park is a thing in a different, not Marvel universe, but that's pretty much what you saying they came off the coast of Isla Sorna. Is that where you crashed the plane?
But what's good about that though is you could have a full Hulk movie in there though. like just about him in the Savage Lands, because you can't really do a Hulk movie on Earth in most places because it just gets too bonkers and everybody gets involved. But the Savage Lands are.
I don't really care to watch a movie about Hulk, though. I mean, what would really be revealed about Hulk that hasn't already been revealed in the Avengers movies? That it's like it basically says like I have trouble dealing with the fact that every time I become the Hulk, I kill a lot of people, and that's like the main subplot. And then he becomes the Hulk and he kills a lot of people. But it's like. So what more, like, how many more Hulk movies do we need before people, like, understand that's a thing?
And we've already seen him make his, like, kind of transformation into being just a straight aggressive Hulk to kind of understanding what's going on around him to making decisions himself that benefit everyone else as the Hulk.
Yeah, well, that's not the only thing that the Hulk can do. I mean, you tell stories around characters, main traits, but also,
So what do you think? What do you think would happen in the Savage Lands? Let's just give us your hypothetical new Hulk movie.
Hulk lands on an island occupied by dinosaurs, and we just accept this. Then, Hulk, I don't know. Yeah. I would assume it's gonna be like a freaking one-man show. Yeah, it's like Castaway, except
Hulk.
Oh no, that's
like, man, I gotta deal with my issues.
If I was the one to write
exactly Castaway, where he's
okay.
Fire.
So, but you're the one who wants to see this new crazy Hulk movie that no one cares for. What would keep us interested in watching it for an hour and a half? Which I imagine they really have to pad it for that length.
No, you basically take what happens in Planet Hulk.
He starts like a revolution on an island inhabited by dinosaurs. On Earth that hasn't been discovered yet.
No, there's people there.
Well, why doesn't Tony? Why wouldn't they just be like, Tony? Why would they say, "Oh, that's probably where the Hulk is"? We probably should make sure that he's not with those people.
Because I don't know. Nobody knows about the Savage Lands.
No one knows about the Savage Lands.
Okay, I just want to point out the people in Planet Hulk, the imprisoned Hulk, are almost just as strong as him, kinda.
Yeah, and also there's a thing. It's a different planet, but I mean, we've already established that like satellites and stuff exist on Earth, and it shows like the fact that Tony Stark, like in one of the Iron Man movies, like uses like pretty much pinpoint people anywhere on the planet almost.
Drew, let me stop you there. You're talking over your head. Because
I'm just saying,
Savage Lands are the exact same thing. Yeah, the world that the Savage Lands exist in the comics is the same thing. They have the same technology. It's super advanced. There's I don't know the technical explanation why they don't know why the Savage Lands are there, but they don't.
That's a pretty big thing that you would have to figure out.
I think for putting that in a movie, though, that's like people are going to look at that.
Are you kidding me? Like that's the most absurd thing. That's the craziest thing.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna accept that there's an island with dinosaurs on it, like
that nobody knows about, just like
that nobody knows about, that's exactly as advanced as the rest of the world.
I mean, they know about it now, though. They've been going there over and over again since like the fucking 70s. Who doesn't know about Savage Lands in the comic books now?
Hell,
everyone's been there.
Even Drew knew about the Savage Lands.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
somebody had to find it, and that could be Hulk finding it. I see no problem with this.
I just don't want another Hulk movie. That's really all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't want
It doesn't have to be like you say that because the other Hulk movies were shitty.
I also don't like the Hulk that much. You know I don't like the Hulk that much.
Also, the fact that, I mean, they made an okay Hulk movie, and it was just this, but I mean, the thing is there's not any more to say about the Hulk. He's not that, like, what?
I mean, clearly, you have the whole World War Hulk and Planet Hulk, which are great stories, and the whole versus Hulk.
But you're saying we want to put him on an island by himself and explain, like, he's going to go through the same problems.
Savage Land is inhabited by humans.
And dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs, yes. And myriad other creatures.
Flintstones, all types of shit going on there. Do they use the dinosaurs as, like, equipment to dig quarries? And wash dishes.
Hulk's gonna ride a T-Rex. Right in the battle.
Who doesn't want to?
I don't want to see that.
Transformers: Age of Extinction, but just replace Optimus Prime with the Hulk.
Yeah, I missed that one.
I didn't see it either, but it
Well,
was about dinosaur bots.
yeah, there was dinosaur, and he rides a dinosaur into a fight. So that's pretty much what you need to know.
It was in the trailer.
I just like, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. They're not going to do that. No one wants to see another Hulk movie but you, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll be the vocal minority.
No,
I would like a Planet Hulk movie. I just don't know.
If you don't want a Savage Land Hulk movie?
You do that same story, except instead of another planet, it's just the Savage Lands. You do the exact same story, basically.
But he could just jump away. He could just leave the Savage Lands.
Yeah, well, his motivation would be to make the place better, and to try to quell.
Why would that be Hulk's motivation?
He's not stuck there.
Because he's got nothing else to do.
He'll leave.
So
he can leave.
So they're on his motivation. He's just bored. He can just go away.
He's there on his own volition. He doesn't want to be around other people. He's in a place where he can get in fights.
So he failed. But he failed at his main task, which was, if he doesn't want to be around other people, and then he goes to a place and he finds other people, why doesn't he just go to another place? He doesn't have more.
And also in Planet Hulk. In Planet Hulk, he's sent to this planet by the Illuminati, not by his choosing, and then he gets enslaved. So he has some damn good motivation to lead a rebellion. And then he falls in love, the planet gets destroyed, and then he
doesn't swim to an island and then start a revolt.
You know what? I'm going to help you guys that I don't know, even though I was just trying to get away from some people. Yeah, help you people out. Where the fuck did these dinosaurs come from while we're at it?
Why are there still dinosaurs here?
Anyway, Josh.
No, it's fucking fine. This has been plenty aggravating enough.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Sorry, we just don't want a Hulk movie.
What did you think they were going to say was the name of the island that would clue you into thinking it might be the Savage Land?
Oh, if they would have said something like they don't know.
He landed near the Savage Lands.
Or just that it wasn't an already named island.
He landed near Dinotopia.
Great books.
All right. The Hulk. What a guy. What a guy.
I hope he died in that plane crash. Anyways, do you think could he die? Hulk can't die, right? Because Bruce Banner really just turns into Hulk before he dies.
He could die, I guess.
I thought it was that scene where go to sleep, where fucking Iron Man and the Hulkbuster's punching him in the face over and over again.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Really
I didn't understand that. Like it seems like if you can just knock the Hulk out, like I don't know, it seems like
that fight
doesn't happen.
That fight didn't go how I thought it was going to go. Because let's just jump back to World War Hulk. Iron Man tries stopping Hulk when he comes back to Earth, and he does not make much progress. Hulk rips that suit apart, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
Yeah, he was way more aggressive, or way more pissed. So
yeah, I think it worked out. I think that fight worked out the way it did because
and I guess if we are seeing the Hulk get a little smarter, and
I think it's less to do with that and more to do with just like he was able to stun him. If you can knock him off his base for a second to where he's like kind of confused and maybe he literally like knocked his brain around so hard that Wanda's magic wasn't working right because his fucking brain was scrambled through all those punchings. So then he was just kind of like, oh, what's going on? Oh, people are upset. Oh, damn. I better just chill.
I love that was the project that they were talking about because I know when Bruce Banner first mentioned it, Josh, you looked at me and you're like, what is that?
Yeah,
like, Veronica?
Yeah, Veronica, that was it, yeah.
I had no idea. Hulkbuster suit.
Speaking of people fighting each other, should we do a versus?
Yeah, we're getting to the hour mark right now, so let's...
Okay, who did it?
So it was me and Josh last time. So should we scramble it up entirely, or do Dustin Bateman again?
Let's mix it around because we already did Dustin and Bates.
Yes.
How about you and Dustin? How about Dustin and Drew?
Me and
okay, DD Daredevil.
Daredevil. I hope we get Daredevil.
And I'll be on Dustin's side.
Okay.
So it's 3v1. That's not really fair.
Wait.
I'm on your side, Drew.
It's me versus Drew.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought we were together. Okay, never mind then. Okay. I'll be on Bates' side.
So
Bates will be on my
Josh.
side. All right, so
You go first, Drew.
I went.
Unless you want me to go first.
I'll go first, I guess. Hold on.
Oh God, not prepared. I already have it up with my Stanley Earth 26496 that I got earlier.
You can't use that person.
I know. I'm waiting for you to go before I hit random character again.
I got Susie Marco.
Mark?
Earth 70237.
Jesus Christ.
Susie
She
Marco.
There's not much about her.
Is that Sandman's daughter or something? No, wait, his first name's Marco.
Yeah.
Her relatives of Flint Marco is her father.
Oop. Who the hell is that?
Mark
Her power is she can harden her body to concrete. Sounds like she might be.
That's the Absorbing Man. Well, that might be his daughter. I'm pretty sure Flint Marco is the... No, that's
Creed.
No, yeah, Sandman is
Yeah,
Flint
that's
Marco.
That's Sandman.
Marco is his last name. God.
Never doing a morning show again.
Okay, so Susie Marco.
Is what her powers just similar to Sandman's?
Well,
No.
she turns into concrete instead of
She
sand.
can harden her body to concrete. It didn't say she turns into
Which
concrete.
concrete's rough, but it's not indestructible. I don't
Right.
know.
So I'm
Well,
gonna
If
hit
she got
random.
hit by a truck, it could mess her up.
So I'm gonna hit random character here.
Okay.
You ready, Josh?
Yeah, let's do this.
It's Concrete Buster.
No, it's this person you may have heard of. We win, by the way. I'm just gonna
Jackson.
say we win. We got Phoenix.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I mean,
What's
man.
Concrete Girl gonna do to Phoenix?
kill her.
Can
That's what you need to
harden
do.
like a metapod and punch her in the dick.
While,
face.
while Phoenix just disintegrates her.
We're going to use Harden until eventually you struggle, and you're only doing 1 point of damage per attack. So,
The worst.
Outlast.
yeah.
Maybe if she snuck up on Jean Grey while...
And clobbered her on the back of the head.
Yeah.
Then she'd probably just turn into the Phoenix. Like, and even come back from the dead, because she literally does that. So, I don't think that's
This
a
isn't
problem.
even a fight.
Can we skip Phoenix?
Yeah,
Like,
Phoenix is...
that?
That's just a
There's
cheat.
no way to win that.
Yeah.
Like, almost nobody can take Phoenix.
I bet
Hulk?
Hawkeye could.
No.
Yeah, he's
No.
pretty good. I saw him fight someone once.
He's pretty good at shooting.
Oh my god, speaking of the fucking Savage Land, we got an occupant of the Savage Land.
A T-Rex.
By the freaking
his
pterodactyl
name's-
man.
His name's Masano. He's part of the Sword race. He's similar to Angel in the X-Men with his wings and stuff, and he's good at aerial combat.
How do you spell
Oh,
that?
yeah, I've seen that guy.
Masano. Pterodactyl natural weapons. He has a lethal beak and sharp talons on his hands and feet. And he can fly.
Interesting.
But can he cut through concrete?
Savage Land people are pretty damn strong, so that's kind of hard to say. Because I wouldn't think, like...
Really? You're making up a
average
lot of stuff
pterodactyl.
about the Savage Lands.
Also, the Savage
Oh,
Land
no, I've
thing,
just fucking read about it. I'm not making a damn thing up.
You said they're all really strong, but you
They
said
are.
then you also said normal people live there and it's on Earth. So, like,
I didn't
what
say
is it?
normal people, I said humans. I mean, they are humans. They're just, like, enhanced because they've lived in the Savage Land. That's why there's dinosaurs and shit, because everything's just bonkers over there. I don't know the technical explanation, but yeah, people are really strong. So I'm assuming
I
this
say Susie wins
good
because Susie is a good person.
How do you know
You
this
can
guy's
tell
not a good
so
person?
because of her alignment status.
I guess I
bad
got it.
here, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
bad.
shit. I didn't even think of that.
She's also an American citizen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's not a member of some made-up island that no one's ever heard of. Why would these two people even meet? The Savage Land hasn't been discovered by Bruce Banner yet.
do like a
Aren't the
fanfic. Susie Marco enters the X-Men Academy for Extraordinary Youngsters, and one of the millions of times they've fucking had to go to Savage Lands happens again. And she's there, and she punches this guy right in his beak, or whatever he has.
So here's how I think Masano would win. Just like pick her up and drop her. I mean,
She would
concrete
turn into
definitely.
concrete.
Yeah, concrete would totally shatter. Like when you can fly, that's not a problem.
Well, unless it's
You can
wet
drop-
concrete.
You can drop concrete from like 20 feet and it shatters.
Also, I just want to point out that on this thing, it doesn't say she can harden her body to concrete. It says she can harder her body to concrete.
Great. Oh, God. It can only... Well,
So that means maybe her body is just already really hard.
I wish it said if she had any of the abilities of her dad more.
Yeah, like if part of the concrete breaks off, is that just gone now?
I mean, maybe she has a Wikipedia page. Want to look that up?
A
Let's
Susie.
just call her up.
A Susie?
Susie.
Susie!
A Susuzio.
Susie, if we dropped you from a pretty decent height, would you shatter? And do you harder your body, or do you harden your body? You know, we don't know.
Yeah.
We have...
I'm just saying maybe she can adopt all forms of concrete. So if you dropped her from a high place, you'd just become wet concrete and kind of like she'd Alex Mack that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't know what you mean actually. I don't know what it is.
Maybe I don't know what I mean. Is Alex Mack the right reference?
No,
here?
that's the goo girl, yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about. Wet. Oh, okay, like.
Well, what do you
form,
think
yeah.
I mean by wet concrete?
Concrete that has water on it, but I guess you mean concrete that has not yet hardened.
Yeah,
Okay.
undry concrete.
It says she can harder her body to concrete, so I don't think she can softer her body to concrete.
Well, maybe her body is so soft already. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how she works. Why does Sandman give birth to a concrete girl?
This is from like an alternate universe too. It's Earth 70327. She's not even a character in Earth 616.
Whatever. She lives on in my heart. I love Susie.
Hardering her body.
Hey, isn't concrete power what that bitch from what was that video? Oh, Infamous, the newest one, Second Son.
She has concrete power.
I also
Yeah,
want to.
that
I also want to point out Susie's first appearance was in Spider-Man Reign #1, and then she died in Reign #4. So she didn't even make it that far.
Yeah,
in
look.
the Spider-Man comics.
Look, I'm looking up the issues right now. Yeah, she was killed because Masano picked her up and dropped her.
Crazy how that. Holy
Ow.
shit! That is a really cool cover, though. No, it's like Venom eating.
Wait a
Spider-Man.
minute. I just finally looked up Masano. There's no way this guy could beat her. This guy is...
She's a little girl.
It's a loser. Look at this guy.
It's a loser.
He can't flap with holes all in your wings.
I see no problem with this.
I don't think he can fly.
Just pick her up and drop her.
Oh, wait. It does say one of his powers is flight.
Yeah, he has wings.
I don't
it doesn't
understand.
say how strong
So are all people there like dinosaur people then?
No, there's like regular looking people. They're enhanced, but I would say like Captain America level strength is what appears to be normal
No.
there.
There's... What?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're all like
so they're all like
peak human ability.
superhuman, peak human ability.
Yeah, which is what Captain America is described as, is peak human ability. They
Wow.
stretch that in the movies, but because I don't think peak humans could front flip off of a motorcycle and just fucking toss it at a Jeep.
I kind of see it as like, like you ever heard that thing that's like, if you could get all your muscles to fucking do a thing at once, you could flip a car over.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So maybe it's supposed to be like that. Whatever.
Like Limitless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, it's Bradley Cooper.
Mr. Cooper, let's have him on here.
Yeah.
Brad, what did you think about playing Rocket Raccoon?
I prefer you don't call me Brad. My name is Bradley.
Coop. Hey,
Coop?
Yeah.
Coop? No.
Coop.
Please. Call me
Well,
Face.
So
I
Susie
only go
Marco
by
loses.
movies
Does
I
Susie
was in
lose?
one time.
Let's just get this over with. Susie loses. Fucking the world sucks.
But how does she lose?
She gets dropped for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though she should, when he goes to pick her up, she should just
Should become
turn into
concrete.
concrete and be too heavy to lift.
Well, that was my next question. Like, I think he could do that if he's strong enough.
The thing is, it doesn't say she can weigh herself to the point of concrete. It's just that she can harden her body to the point of concrete.
I feel like if she's if she's like, I don't know, 5 foot tall, like 5 foot tall, like statue made out of concrete would be a lot heavier than just a girl who's 5 foot tall.
I'm trying to think of the last.
But I don't think I just don't think she gets all the powers of concrete though,
including weight. Yeah, because this is hard.
She's basically like Luke Cage or something.
I mean, her
really
dad's abilities being based around sand and shit, I would assume that she would be turning into concrete.
Well, I mean,
if we had more information.
We have no information. We have
We're
one
talking
sentence,
about a character that lasts
literally
3
one
issues.
sentence about her that has a
4
typo
issues.
in it. So
It also says she dies via wounds inflicted by the police.
Oh my
but
god!
she is useless, man. Even the police can.
She gets shot. Can concrete stop a bullet? Not good enough.
She does start riots in Baltimore though. So there's that.
Oh, Susie.
God, there goes all of our viewers.
Yep.
If they make it this long.
Yeah.
So Susie wins, or no, Susie loses. My bad. She loses yet another fight in a short-lived career.
Should we recording the victors of these and put them in like one big giant tournament bout?
Yeah, like
Good. I mean, we haven't been, but we have record of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So we got Wasp, freaking Masano,
Masano,
Wasp, and who?
The other one was
it was Thundra. Oh no, it was Lady Thor. Lady Thor won. Our cop out in episode 1.
Yeah, cop out in episode 1.
Lady Thor won episode 1. She beat both the competitors.
Thundra and
the Enchantress. No, not the Enchantress.
Yeah, it was.
It was the Enchantress.
Yeah. We just talked about her sister because of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
So we got our winner.
Great. Just so happy to see Masano move on in the tournament.
Don't worry, he's gonna have to get up against some pretty tough competition.
And wait till Lady Thor fucking just murders him.
For killing that little girl, Lady Thor's got to serve up some justice.
Everybody is just so terrible. I mean,
everyone who loses, it's
killed
tragedy.
Man.
Well, for every major character that's powerful, you got to have 50 dudes for them to beat the shit out of. So, like, this random game is going to be a lot of that.
I mean, we at least didn't make her fight Phoenix.
Yeah, we gave her a much weaker dude.
Much.
I wish she had gotten freaking Crowley.
Every week we just happen to get Crowley.
Concrete hardness could have
creepy Crowley.
Bertrand would have beat Susie though.
Bertrand may have lost the fight, but he won all of our hearts.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for this one, guys.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, bye everybody. I'm Dustin.
I'm Bateman.
I'm Drew.
I'm Josh. Thanks for listening. See you in the next exciting episode of the FanCASTic 4.
In memory of Bertrand!
Oh, I thought you were going to finish with the last name.
Crawley.
Bye, guys.